Hey guys, I'm here with the 2015 X Factor winner, Cyrus. How are you, buddy?
Doing? I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well. Are you enjoying the muggy weather here in Melbourne at the moment?
Yeah, it's weird. You know, my mother actually grew up in Colac. Do you know Colac?
Yeah, Colac. Yeah.
My mum grew up there, and she'd always say, Melbourne, Victoria in general is always cold. So it wasn't too much of a surprise, but this is one of my first times here, and
well, we get 4 seasons in a day, so you gotta love it.
I've noticed. That's all right.
All right. Well, look, now let's get right down to business. Now you've won X Factor 2015, as I just stated. But
yes.
What I've got to ask is, what were the actual auditions like going into that? It must have been daunting.
It was. It was quite a scary process for me, because the scariest thing for me was sitting down and talking in front of a camera. Yeah. And now I'm doing it on the daily, so it's kind of prepared me for that. But I rocked up to the audition and looked around and thought, I don't really belong here. There was people dressed in all these cool clothes and singing these great harmonies, and I'm like, I wanted to walk out. I didn't really thought I belonged there, but here I am. I have to tell the tale.
You had the talents to keep going, and you won it, mate. That's what's important.
That's what matters.
Exactly. Now, this week on the 9th, which is Wednesday, you are releasing your first album.
Yes,
you excited?
That is extremely exciting. Which was recorded just down the road here in Melbourne. So
awesome!
First time to Melbourne, first album release, and now
a whole heap of first in Melbourne.
Exactly. It's coming out this Wednesday, so I'm extremely excited for that.
That's awesome. And you're re-releasing a lot of your performance tracks, obviously.
Yes.
But what else are we to expect to the album?
Yeah, so there's going to be obviously the new single Stone, and then 10 of my kind of favourite standout performances from the series. So it's all the way from boot camp to songs that I sang all through the live shows. So that's it's very diverse. I went into X Factor knowing what type of music I like. I love soul and R&B, and then I got challenged with Phil Collins and a couple of these rock anthem-y songs. So it's featuring a lot of diverse tracks, which is it's awesome. I've explored a lot of different areas in my performing that I never knew existed. So
that's really cool, because you've come into your own now, which is amazing, and then you finally get to show all your work on an album. It's got to feel good.
Definitely, it feels good. It feels
really good, man. Yeah. And you were at the Aries just recently as well, wasn't that right?
Yes, that was a couple of days after the grand final, and it was strange. Because usually, if I were to go to the Aries, I'm on the other side of the fence being a fan. But this time I was on the red carpet, and I'd be standing there, and all of a sudden see Ed Sheeran just walk past, and then the Preachers would walk past, and all these great artists that I kind of looked up to, and I sat behind Kylie Minogue during the Aries. So
that'd make me sweat.
It was so great to kind of be alongside them.
Yeah, well, you must have noticed fans actually looking at you for once. You're the big shot now. You got to feel good.
Yeah, it was cool that people were there and knew my name and knew what to call out to get me to look at them. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's so good to hear, Sarah. Seriously.
Thank you.
Now, we're releasing the album, been at the Arias, but what are we doing touring wise? Have you got anything coming up?
Yeah, so now that the album's about to come out, I'm doing a lot of promo. I'm doing a lot of in-stores. The closest one is Water Gardens this Saturday.
Nice.
I'll be there from 1 p.m. to sing a couple tracks and meet some fans and do some signings. So that's very cool. It's weird, because since X Factor's finished, I haven't done a lot of performing, but I'm so eager to do that. So I can't wait to get out there and sing a couple tracks from the album.
Are you gonna bring your own sort of feel to it? You got some dances happening. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, no, there's no dances this time. There's no dancers that will show up at Water Gardens. I'm not gonna spray anyone, kick around water like I did on the X Factor stage.
It's only the beginning though. Yeah. It's only the beginning.
Maybe we can work something out. We'll
cool.
Give me a call. Of water. Exactly.
Oh, look, I'm happy to wear some fishnets for you. I'll go out dancing with you.
I don't know how that'll go down, but if I want to contemplate, then
it'll probably deter your guys from coming. Yeah, that'll be great. Let's skip ahead.
Anyway.
Well, what's the future hold for Cyrus? Obviously, you've got a lot of plans going on.
I think 2016 is going to be a really big year for me. I'm wanting to release a lot of original material now that I'm a signed artist. I've had a couple of writing sessions with some great producers and some great songwriters, and that's kind of the first time I've been in a room with those type of minds, and it's crazy. We've come up with some really cool stuff already. So it's so exciting to hear wonder what the future holds for us.
So 2016 year of Cyrus is what we should be expecting.
Yes, not Cyrus from X Factor. It's
Yeah, no, X Factor's completely gone now. It's all about Cyrus. That's what we want.
That's the kickstart. Yeah, so I'm excited.
No, that's awesome. Well, look, I'm looking forward to everything to come. Seriously, mate. And
thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us today. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care. Thank you. Boom.